Hey everybody, we've got a lot to talk about today, and I want to start out by telling you what's up with the purchase of my new shop. I want to tell you how this coronavirus panic has both positively and negatively impacted that purchase. I'm going to tell you about a TV show audition I did a few weeks ago. I'm going to talk about my cigar box guitar that I've been building and what I've learned from that. And I want to tell you about the significance, or perhaps the insignificance, of the number 99,860, all today on episode 110 of Got It Made. Let's get started. So what's happening with the new shop? Well, I'll start with me first. I'm kind of in this place of limbo right now. I don't own the shop. I'm going to soon, but right now I don't have it. And I'm kind of in this place where I'm having a hard time really doing much other than things that are necessary to further this pursuit of buying this shop. All my stuff here is in disarray. I can't really do much work at the makerspace because it's getting so crowded now. I'm having a hard time tearing into anything. So I'm just kind of focusing on the basics, the things that I need to do and have to do. But because of that, I'm not really doing a whole lot of work. But the end is in sight because it looks like that I'm going to close on this building on March 27th. That's a Friday. If not the 27th, it'll be like the following week on Tuesday, like the 31st. And I could probably close sooner. The appraiser is going to wrap up his appraisal probably next week. He's appraised the building before. He feels pretty good about it. The banker has inspected the building and he feels pretty good about it. They both feel like I'm getting probably a pretty good deal on it. And they could close sooner than that. I've postponed, well, let me back up. Everybody kind of wants me to close like next week. And I told them, week before last, let's wait till the end. I have till the 31st to close per the contract. And the reason that I wanted to wait, well, a couple of reasons. The coronavirus. Let's talk about the coronavirus. I'm getting so sick of hearing about this panic that everybody's into. And so here's how it has helped and hurt me. It has hurt me in the sense that the money that I have saved, my own money to put toward this building, I had in a little investment portfolio. And I'm like everybody else when everybody starts panicking about coronavirus and the market does whatever it does for whatever reason. So, I've lost money there. It's okay. I can still make this happen. It's not going to keep me from making it happen. But here's my dilemma. My dilemma is these are paper losses. It's not huge, but everybody's lost 15% in the market or whatever. I have too. And if it's a couple $1,000 or $2,000-3,000, whatever it is, that's a big deal to me. And I hate to take those losses on paper because we all know it'll be back next week or week after next or April 12th or, July 1st. It's coming back. So, I kept kind of waiting and hoping that things would turn, and it hasn't. So that's kind of hurt me a little bit short term. Long term, I'll still be able to pull the money to do the renovations, all the things I need to do. But short term, it's kind of hurt me a little bit. But long term, it's helped me, and here's why. I postponed the closing for next week until the end of the month. I did that 2 weeks ago, and the reason is because I was reading that the Fed it was expected that the Fed would lower the interest rate. And my interest rate, the prime rate or whatever, my interest rate is tied to the prime rate, or the Fed rate, or whatever you call that. So I told my banker, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what they do. And lo and behold, last Monday, I guess it was, the Fed did, as you've probably heard, this emergency rate reduction of half a point or half a basis point. So, or 50 basis points. I don't know how you say those things. Half a percentage point. So they lowered it, and that helps me. So that took my interest rate down. And so then you say, well, why don't you just go ahead and close next week because they already lowered it? Well, why not wait? The Fed meets again on the 18th, and what if they lowered another 50 basis points or half a percentage point? That would help me too. I think it's worth waiting on and see what happens. It's not going to hurt me. So I'm going to wait. So long term, the coronavirus has helped me because, you know, half a percentage point over a period of years on an amortized loan, that's a lot of money. So helped me, but it also kind of hurt me. I don't know if all that makes sense, but that's kind of my twisted up logic. I think I'm thinking about it the right way. Okay, so it closed on the 27th. What have I been doing in the meantime? Well, there's been so much to do to get all this thing, you know, underway and get it going and get it started. I've had to work with obviously the banker and lots of paperwork, and I've had to meet people at the property, appraisers, contractors that I'm going to have some, you know, have some work done, like windows replaced and all this kind. I've been having to meet people to do that. I've been having to meet with the city to, you know, kind of coordinate what the business is and site plans and all this stuff that I'm going to have to do. I've been working on like my business name. The building will be owned under my LLC, but I'm going to have a DBA, a doing business as, which I'll share with you soon. Logo, have done a logo, got that going. Website, bought domains, haven't built a website. Those are the kinds of things that kind of have me pulled at both ends right now. It's kind of coming together slowly, but you know, I've come to the reality that getting into this building is going to take more time and cost me more money than I naively thought when we first started talking about it a few months ago. But that's okay. I'll take the time and try to do it the right way. And I've got a lot of support. I've got a lot of people, you know, backing me up and giving me encouragement, giving me advice. So it's worth taking time and trying to do it right, or the best way that I know how to do it right. So that's what's up with the shop. It's going to happen. Be careful what you wish for, because it may just happen. And it's underway now, and I'm scared to death. I'm not going to lie. I'm really excited, but yeah, it's kind of a scary time. Everyone who has supported me through my fundraiser, I don't know, you know, just the words can't say how much I appreciate it and how much it's helped me. And I'll never forget you. And in time, when I get my feet back on the ground, I'm going to be sending everybody some tribute, small little tokens of appreciation. That'll happen. I've just kind of got to get the building and get moved and figure all this out. But I sure do appreciate everybody who's helped on the fundraiser and just encouraged me and offered to help and sweat with me. Yeah. I'm going to get my dream, and that's a big deal. I auditioned for a TV show a few weeks ago. This is the third time actually that I've done this through the years. This show is going to be called Assembly Required. I'm sure I'm not going to get the part. I don't think I did a very good job. The way that this works is, I guess, you know, their producers or their talent scouts, whatever you call it, they comb the internet and try to find people on YouTube and interesting people or whatever. And it starts with like a phone interview, maybe a time or two. You'll do a phone interview with an assistant producer or something like that. And then the last step is you'll do like like FaceTime or a video conference audition. And they'll ask you a bunch of questions, and, you know, they're looking for a personality, and that producer will like condense that hour-long interview down into a 3 or 4 minute clip, and I guess submit it to the networks or whoever it goes to next. Anyway, I don't think that I'm what they were looking for this show, but I don't aspire to be on a TV show, and, you know, it wasn't going to pay anything anyway. We'll make you famous. Well, it's all right. So it was like one of those competition kind of shows. So anyway, I did it, and, well, if the right one comes along, I'll try harder maybe. But this wasn't the right one for any of us. So I guess in a few months, it's on a major network. When you see a show called Assembly Required and you watch it, just remember, I didn't get the part. As I've been building this cigar box guitar, I've learned a lot about building a guitar. And I've learned a lot about myself. Primarily, I ain't no guitar builder, but I've also learned why you can just get completely obsessed with building a guitar. So anyway, I've come along on it, and yesterday I worked really, really hard to get that thing finished so I could show you today, maybe play it a little bit. And I was tuning it up, put the strings on it, and I was tuning it up, and you know what happened? I broke a string. And I don't have any more strings to put on it. So maybe next time I can show you the completed guitar, but I'll show you what I have right now, 3 strings and all. This is my cigar box guitar right here. And there we go. Now I have to, one thing I have to do is I need to put some kind of little bar right here to push those strings down a little bit, but I'll get that done maybe this afternoon. But yeah, this is my supposed to be 4-string guitar that's a 3-string guitar. Yeah. It's out of tune. But anyhow, that's and I got to tweak it a little bit. I mean, you know, this was just yesterday, kind of trying to hurry up and get this thing together. I think I want to lower that bridge a little bit. The action is actually pretty good for a cigar box guitar. This is probably the best action I've seen. It's pretty low up here, but I do want to lower that a little bit. I know it sounds like I have some buzz in it. It's just because these are like tuned so low right now. But there's really not that much buzz in it. There might be a fret or two. Yeah, so there's my, and I shaped that neck on the back. Look at that. Shaped it using a spoke shave. And there we are. There's the 97% finished cigar box guitar. Next time we're together, I hope to have it on. I'm gonna put a pickup on it too. Golly, I started out just, I love these cigar box guitars because they're all just kind of like cobbled up steampunk and stuff. And that's the direction I wanted to go. But you all know me well enough to know that I just don't really know how to cobble stuff up together. You know, I just don't know how to do it. And I need to let go and do more of that. But anyway, yeah, look at that. That's my cigar box guitar. So we'll put a pickup on it. It's funny, when I first showed this, when I showed it on the last episode, Greg, my buddy Greg, who's the guitar builder, he asked me a question. He said, so is that going to be a 3-string or a 4-string? And I said, well, I don't really know. I don't really know. Now I know why you were asking that, Greg, because I built basically a full-size Stratocaster neck. And the spacing on having 3 strings on that would just like, that neck would swallow up 3 strings if I had that. So I thought, well, I got to put 4 strings on it now. Could put 6 strings on it, I guess. But yeah, there's that. What I've learned is I want to do this again, and I want to continue to learn about doing that. But you can't build a guitar without a plan. A lot of the stuff that I do, I just start out, probably everybody does, just start out and I don't really have a plan. You just, plan kind of falls together. That don't work with a guitar. So you got to have a plan when you start out. But this was a nice little adventure into doing it the first time. And there you go, cigar box guitar. Have you ever thought about the number 99,860 and wondered why that number is insignificant? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's insignificant because it's 140 away from 100,000. I need 140 subscribers to reach the 100,000 subscriber milestone. 140. I'd hope today that I could come on with this big celebration. Hey, we got to 100, but we're 140 away. So here's the deal. I know that some of you, we become friends and you watch the show and watch the videos and stuff, but you probably haven't actually subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's get to 100,000. It's going to happen. It's just, you know, we can make it happen a little bit quicker. So here we are. Do it right now. Subscribe. So it'll be 99,861. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for now and look forward to seeing you back here again next time. Not sure when that'll be. It may be actually after I close on the building. Maybe that weekend. Maybe that'd be a good time to come on and give you a tour of the building and give you an update. Because there's not going to be a whole lot going on between now and then. I think weekend after next, Jenny and I are going to go down to Charleston for a few days and just kind of relax. So if you're around Charleston, holler at me. Sandy, you and Brandy should drive up and see us. And before I go, I want to send out some love to my dear friend JP, who's in France. A few days ago, JP was having some parts replaced on his leg, and he's kind of recovering today. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to do a show today, but he sent me a note this morning and said, hey, am I going to get to see a 110 today? Of course you will, JP, so this one's for you. Wishing you the best in your recovery, and I look forward to seeing you back here in Bristol later this year. It'll be fun. So just everybody, I hope you've had a good few weeks. I have. It's been hectic and chaotic, but life is good, and I hope it has been for you. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Hey JP, we're thinking about you, and we're hoping that you get well soon and get recovered from those replacement parts that you had put on your leg.
Hope you feel better really soon. Been thinking about you. Hope to see you pretty soon.
Talk to you soon.